water shirt. I have my beach towel prayer shawl on and my rainbow yarmulke. So I'm kind of It all started with the waters above, when they were separated from the waters below. People think that the waters above Shamayim, Sham from the Akkadian, which means the vault, and Mayim, which means water in Hebrew, so it's the vault where the waters are kept. Some people think that Shamayim is heaven, and Mayim, the Hebrew word for waters, different waters altogether, is the earth below. And that includes the oceans and the rivers and the lakes. Simply Mayim, the waters. Water, Mayim, became the visible, drinkable, soakable symbol of distinction, of here and there, of heaven, Shamayim, and Mayim, the earth, here. But we are taught not to look at the distinctions for their difference, but for their sameness, their resemblance of each other. Once the separation occurs, one resembles the other. We, humanity, are created in the image of God, or so we are told. God is the prototype, the blueprint, and we are a replica, a duplicate, a smaller but identical version of the archetype. Or maybe we are the archetype, and God is the imagined replica. In fact, that is the Judaism I was raised with. We create God. So too with water. If we hold heaven, the heavens, Shamayim, as the archetype, then our experience of what we have covering 3/4 of the earth is a smaller experience of that greater space. The depth of the seas with all their variety of species, and the experience of infinite space below is modeled after that greater infinity, after heaven. The rivers are our experience of the flow in time, and the way time cuts into the earth like it cuts into our bodies and our lives to shape us as we age, eventually wearing us away until nothing remains but memory. The lakes hold eternity in its simplicity, in its stillness, in its inevitability. Or maybe heaven, the heavens above, Shamayim, is a creation of our experience of the waters below. Shamayim, heaven, is shaped by our experience of Mayim, of water. With this understanding comes responsibility. For if we have the power to engage with and shape the vision of heaven here on earth, then heaven is in our hands. The way we engage with water exposes our vision of eternity. And if we believe that heaven is eternity, then our engagement with water is telling of our respect for our ancestors and shapes eternity for our children's children's children. Ultimately, we, humanity, in our bodies, which are mostly water, so if we are created in the image of God, then God too is mostly water. God is the heavens, Shamayim. God is flow and stillness and etching history in time. God is the vast, infinite depths expressed in the oceans. And if we, humanity, create God in our image, then the water we ingest and the water in our cells and the water of our sweat is how we manipulate and shape and exhibit God. And not just for ourselves, but for the world and for generations to come. The water we put in our bodies flows through our very core and back out into the world again. As the model for God, our bodies, and how we sustain and use them, is how we come to understand God. when we look in the watery mirror of our actions. It is how others come to see and understand God when they watch us in our social interactions, in our relationship with nature, and especially today, in what we do with the waters that are our very existence. In a way, water, clean, clear, filled with the diversity of life forms, ebbing and flowing, still and reflective of everything, and cutting its mark in history, may be within and without our very soul.